beat Southampton, move up to 5th. In Scotland, Mark McGee and Frank McAvenny continued the Celtic revival. They scored the goals in a 2-0 win at Hearts. The top two clubs, Rangers and Aberdeen, didn't play today. They meet in the Skull Cup final tomorrow. Dundee United lost 1-0 at home to St Mirren. Hibernian drew 1-1 at Motherwell. The Australian rugby union tourists found their form at last to score 5 tries against the England B side at Sale today. They led by just a point at half-time, but then ran away with the match in the closing stages to win by 37 points to 9. The Wallabies star was winger David Campese. He started early.
Far Jones again, Campese dummies the pass outside. Oh, that's beautifully done. That really was superb with the dummy.
But it was in the second half that England collapsed. James Grant scoring Australia's 4th try in injury time.
Far Jones at speed. Has man over. Gervin in the middle. Formality for Grant. Could this be the turning point that they've been looking for?
A turning point it was. The Australians had lost their first 2 regional games, but today their sparkle returned.
Far Jones tries the old Grant Batty type cross kick. It's Hackney versus the rest, and Campese it is who wins.
A hat-trick for Campese, and England B had conceded 21 points in the last 4 minutes plus injury time. Australia 37, England B 9.
And that's all from the newsroom, except to remind you that the clocks go back 1 hour tonight. From David and me, good night.
Hello to you. For most of us tomorrow, a much cloudier day. This area of low pressure is going to sit firm for several days, and that's going to allow bands of cloud and rain and showers to swing in from the southwest, though much of eastern Britain will probably stay dry. We've got one of these areas of rain working its way up from the south. It'll work its way into Northern Ireland and western Scotland during tonight. Then tomorrow, working its way across much of Scotland, becoming fairly patchy as it does so. Then another band of showery rain coming in from the southwest. Some mist and fog in the east tonight, some mist and fog around western and northern coasts, and a touch of frost for central parts of Scotland. Tomorrow, a misty, foggy start, and a rather wet one for Northern Ireland and western Scotland, with that rain pushing right across Scotland, becoming fairly patchy as it does so. Perhaps 1 or 2 showers in central southern England, and then another band of showery rain coming in from the west. Tomorrow, a little bit cooler than it was today. The top temperature around about 16, 61. The winds fairly light from the east or southeast, but a little bit stronger over here in the west. That's it from me. Good night to you.
The Prime Minister once said that she wanted to kill off socialism in Britain. Today, the left is certainly in turmoil, and its best thinkers are urgently reshaping their vision of the future to try and ward off the Thatcher onslaught. Tomorrow, On the Record explores the socialist hinterland and asks, what's left of the left? That's On the Record, BBC One, tomorrow after the news at 1 o'clock.
There's a change now to our film on BBC One. In place of the Poseidon adventure, which because of yesterday's accident in Greece will now be shown at a later date, George Peppard heads an all-star cast in a tense and action-packed mission from the Second World War, Operation Crossbow.
Mr. Duncan Sanderson.
Good afternoon, sir.
Come in, Duncan. Sit down. There's a vital job to be done. The outcome of the war may depend on how you handle it. You've read these reports that the Germans are developing long-range rockets in order to bombard Britain.
Yes, I have, but they're extremely vague and in some respects contradictory.